Welcome to our tutorial on how to download files from the iClub the correct way. Today we're going to be looking at the best way to download your music from the iClub in Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari on Windows, and Google Chrome. Now, the iClub has been designed to be extremely easy to use. You really just click on a download link and it downloads. But what we find is that sometimes, not very often, but sometimes people don't click on MP3 files and nothing happens. And what we've found is that it's always, in every case, a matter of the person's computer is messed up. It's never the club. The reason for this is because music players can override Windows' default way to handle MP3 files. And if anything in that process gets messed up, you can click on files and nothing happens. So the best way to get around that is to download the correct way, and we're going to be talking about that right now. From the home page, let me go home real quick. You can log in with these things at the top. You put in your username and password. I've already logged in, so then once you log in, you're shown a list of all the months. Well, when you go to the list, the month that you want, you're shown a list of all the files for that month. Now this is where you start downloading your files. And what you want to do is choose save whenever you're asked. Okay? And there's a couple of reasons for this. Number one, you're paying for these files. You need to have them on your computer because you now own them. It's going to be a lot faster if you ever want to go back to this file if you already have it on your computer. Another reason is we don't allow inactive members of the club to access this page. So if you've paid your money and you've been a member, you need to get these files in case you ever quit the club. Because if you quit the club, you're not going to be allowed to go back in and re-download them. So get them, burn them to CD, make backups so that you always have them. So you want to click save, always, always, always. And what I do is just create a folder somewhere that I can get to easily and always just save to that spot. And in this case, it's on the desktop, and there's this desktop link right here. And I made a folder with this create folder button here called iClub. So you click save, and once it's downloaded, you get a notification with a little beep or whatever it does. So that's the Internet Explorer version. Let's look at Firefox. Firefox is a little different in that when you download a file, it automatically downloads to your desktop by default. Personally, I like to override that action, and I can do that in the Tools menu under Options. And this is the Internet Explorer one that just finished. But I want to tell it to always ask me where to save my files because I prefer to know where they're at. And like I said, the default was desktop. So now that I've told it to always ask me when I download a file, it should ask me when I choose save. And this is what it looks like in Firefox, open or save. Like I said before, always save and you'll be covered. So save. And while that's doing that, we'll look at Google Chrome. Google Chrome is similar to Firefox in a lot of ways, and it will also download to some weird position. I don't know where it even goes. I just always go to Options. And similar to what we did with Firefox, I want it to ask me where I want my files. So having done that, I can log in, download the spot that I want. And that was the notification that just popped up for Firefox. It's done. So in Google Chrome, it looks like this. I think I did the tenor. This time we'll do the split track. I want to tell it that I want it in the iClub folder. So very similar to Firefox. And the last one we're going to take a look at is Safari. And I've already logged in to save time. Safari looks like this. It's Apple's browser. You can get a Windows version. Since I did split track last time, I'm going to do soprano this time. and this is what the dialog looks like on Safari. So I'm going to click Save. Always click Save. And I'm going to browse to that iClub folder. And these are from a previous example. But that is what it looks like on all the browsers, and that is how to download the correct way. Now, if your computer is messing up and you have downloaded these files, let me get rid of all these. Once you've downloaded the files, you know that the club works, because that's what the club is meant to do, allow you to get the files. It really has nothing to do with how you play them. So they're two different issues. So now that you know the club works and you've downloaded your files and you double click them, something should happen. And this is typical what the default Windows looks like. So if you double click on this MP3 and nothing happens, something's messed up on your computer. And the way to get around that is just open your media player explicitly, and then go to File, Open, and open the files that you want to listen to. And that's the best, quickest, easiest way to get up and running quickly with the iClub. Thanks for watching.